Well babes, we are officially gearing up for a new season, and there's nothing I love more than decorating for the occasion. And this kind of video, I have to say, is one of your favorites. We are going to be doing some home thrifting today, but for every nook and cranny of this entire house. This office definitely needs some decorating. We've got baby girl's nursery to thrift for too, and of course, keeping our eye out for all that decor for the upcoming winter vibes. And I'm just putting it out there that this is going to be one good thrift trip. And I mean, on my last thrift trip, this is what we found, so who knows what's in store for us today. I am so excited for this one because not only is my thrift list so long, but we are actually going to be doing one of my favorite things. We are thrift hopping today. Not just one location, not just two, but so much more. So I can really browse at all the possibilities of what we can add to this home. So with that, hey Siri, take me to Red, White, and Blue thrift store.
Getting directions to Red,
Always
White,
where we
and Blue
start.
thrift store.
Well, hey babes, what is up? It's Haley, and welcome back to my channel. You guys, colder season, holiday season is coming up, and this is the time where all of us are putting in the most effort when it comes to our homes. Am I right? We all want our house to be a cozy space full of amazing textiles and decor and just all around beautiful, whimsical holiday vibes. You guys know that during my pregnancy, I was truly doing the most with gearing up and starting all of these really fun makeovers. And while I got so much done in that time, I feel like a lot of my spaces are missing a little bit of that personal touch. I mean, I basically furnished baby girl's entire nursery. All of her furniture is from Wayfair, and like, take a look at how beautiful the place is coming together. But like I said, even though we do have all of those core pieces, we are still missing a lot of decorative elements. My office too, right now it still feels like a big beige box, and I'm hoping that I'm gonna find some nice accent pieces to add to it today. So on today's thrift trip, we are keeping an open mind. I am literally gonna be looking for all of the things that I am missing, as well as some decorative accents. And as much as I'm so excited for today's thrift trip, you know that we don't always get so lucky. If I ever have a specific vision for something that I want and I can't seem to find it, I always go ahead and make sure to search it up on Wayfair, because Wayfair is truly the place to go to turn your house into a home. Whether you're looking for specific furniture or bedding, kitchenware, rugs too. Like, rugs is one of those things that I always have to buy new. Now's the time to browse all those items on your wish list through Wayfair, specifically today, because today is the start of their Black Friday sale, which is on right now on their website through November 28th. You can get up to 80% off so many of their home finds and free shipping on everything too. You guys saw in my last vlog, I actually laid down this rug that is so beautiful, and I feel like it adds so much of that vintage charm to the space. I got so many questions in that vlog about where the rug is from, and it is actually from Wayfair. Wayfair has some of the best rug options ever. Right now on Wayfair, all area rugs are up to 70% off. So if you are looking to cozy up your home for this upcoming winter season, this is the time to dress up your floors with some beautiful rugs from Wayfair. I'm gonna leave a link down below to Wayfair where you can shop their Black Friday sale running from now till November 28th. So just like me, you guys can curate a home that is a beautiful mix of old items with new, so that you can have all those solid good pieces with a touch of character. With that being said, I am so excited for the things that we're hopefully gonna find on today's thrift trip that we can sprinkle throughout our home as we constantly strive to create the Pinterest home of my dreams. So let's go! As always, Haley, you've got to have some willpower to pass by the clothing section, because we are focusing on home today. Which, if you want to know, this is my outfit of the day. And when I pull out the overalls, you know that we're about to get crafty and creative when it comes to the home stuff. I do really love the way that this thrift store is laid out. They have all the little knickknacks and stuff here, but I want to get to the smaller stuff later. Right now, I really want to focus on like the bigger items. So I'm going to make my way over to the home section, because sometimes if you find something good there, you really got to snag it up. So part of me kind of wants to run. Making my way over, and you guys, I am in disbelief. The most gorgeous chair I've ever seen in my life. This is the start of our thrift trip today. Seriously? I seriously can't handle this. Take a look at this chair. It's listed for $49.99, but I forgot to see which colors are on sale today. This is the most gorgeous chair. I've honestly been trying to find something like this on Facebook Marketplace forever with no luck. I'm just in disbelief right now because I don't even know if I have a place to put it, but like, I feel like this needs to be mine. Because even the blue, it's the blue that I'm loving right now, the blue that I'm wearing. It is so meant to be. Hold on, guys. Let me really think here. So my home is a curation of basically two different kind of styles. We've got cottagecore and we've got coastal, and this will match the vibe of both. The only thing about it is I do see that it has a little bit of staining, but you guys know that I've thrifted furniture before that I've cleaned myself, and the chair also swivels. I mean, come on. The good thing is that we have a lot of options on where this can go. I could either put it in my bedroom, which is very coastal, or my cottagecore guest room, which I am currently working on. We have options. If I didn't already have a chair for my nursery, I would have picked up this one for that. But yes, we gotta save this because she's coming home with me. Yep, guys, it is claimed officially. This chair is mine, because we just got started, but this was the perfect start to the thrift trip. Even the one right next to it, you guys, if you were looking for one of those more wholesome rocking chairs for a nursery, this one would be so beautiful. I especially love the dark wood. Okay, I'm taking a look at the rest of the big furniture and I'm not really seeing anything that I need, to be honest. Like there is a clothing rack right here, but this is definitely nothing like what I wanted. Being that it's super flimsy, the one that I got from Wayfair is so much prettier. But ooh, this looks intriguing. Guys, imagine this as a coffee corner setup. Oh my gosh. To put all the coffee items in here, maybe like the mixing spoons. Oh, there's a key too. Wait, this is so precious. And if I go ahead and restain it, I have to get this. I don't know for what yet, but for $14.99 I can for sure make something with this. It even has little hooks so you can put this on the wall, and I have no idea yet what I can use it for, but I'm gonna let myself get creative with this because it is absolutely gorgeous, solid wood, and a really good storage opportunity too. You're coming home with me. Okay, finding this incredible piece made me right away want to come and check out the wood section. You guys know that this is one of my favorite sections always because you can get so creative with like changing up the stain color of items, painting them, or leaving them raw. I'm gonna take a look here, see what we can find. I am looking for a few more like cutting boards, charcuterie boards for styling my shelves, as well as, like I mentioned, some items for the nursery to help add some more character. I need things to put on the shelves. I saw somebody just donated a bunch of wooden letters. This would actually be so cute to restain into like a dark wood to match the furniture in Eliana's room. Ugh, if only they had an E. I can display that on the shelf, but they don't. They don't have an A either for Aaliyah. They do have an N for Naomi, but because Aaliyah and Naomi are sharing a room, if they both don't have it, I would rather not get it. But okay, I spoke too soon. There is a cute little thing here. Just like the wooden chair that we saw there, you guys. Look at this cute, adorable little wooden spindle chair that would be such an adorable nursery decoration. This is the perfect way to add the charm and the old school vibe of these chairs without actually having to get one for the room because they're not so comfortable to sit in, but they're so pretty to look at. So for $2.99, I love that. And right next to that, I actually found this, which is kind of perfect for the office. If you're wondering, Haley, what could you use that for? Like I said, the office, we're going for a coastal vibe in there, and this can actually be the perfect thing to organize my pens and my pencils, any little tools that I want to keep on the desk. One of these would be so good for that. This one seems to spin a little bit better, so I'm for sure gonna grab that. Right here, I found these random little wood salad mixers, and usually when it comes to food stuff, unless it's brand new, it's not something I can thrift. This definitely wasn't used because it is in the original packaging. So for $3.99, that will be a nice kitchen addition. This thrift trip so far, you guys, I just found the most perfect decorative piece for the nursery. It's perfect. Okay, I need a word better than perfect, but look at these little decorative cottagecore vibe houses. They're so beautiful. Like, I've seen this on my Pinterest board, never in an actual thrift store, and this was the perfect day to find it. $2.99 for this one, $4.99 for this. I love the colors together, and I'm actually looking to add so much more color into the nursery because right now we have a lot of pinks going on. So having things like little hints of blue, little hints of orange to tie it all in, for sure grabbing that. Oh, but wait, right behind that, you see a little thing that is hiding right here? This is exactly something that I've wanted. A little rack in the most beautiful wood color. I can add to the wall, hang up some of baby girl's clothes on here. A pretty piece that is also practical. Just look at how pretty this dark wood looks with those cottagecore florals. This is like gearing up to be one of my favorite thrift trips ever. And then sometimes I find really good pieces that don't necessarily work for me, but I wanted to show it to you anyway to give you some inspo. Look at this. It really doesn't look like much until you open it. This right here would be such a gorgeous way to style like wine bottles if you have it at home. You guys already know that I do have a wine shelf already, so I won't need it, but really, really pretty. Another option could be to roll up some towels possibly and like insert it in here, styled in a bathroom. That could be nice too. Our bathrooms are not yet renovated. There's still so much work that needs to go in there, and I don't know yet what kind of wood tones we're going for, so I'm gonna leave it behind for now because husband's not letting me bring in anything that I'm not actually gonna use, as he should, but I feel like somebody else can make such good use of this. Oh my gosh, and take a look at this. On the same note of giving you guys inspiration, look at these beautiful hanging wood pieces. If I was to do like a bedroom, let's say for a future boy, in like a coastal, surfing, Florida kind of vibe, look at how amazing these little decorative details would be to add on the wall. The wood tone, I would totally keep it as is, but the fact that these are hand carved wood pieces, that would be so, so pretty. Okay, you guys need to take a look at what I just found. Look at this wooden piece from the Pioneer Woman. Okay, you're probably thinking, Haley, what the heck is that? But this is actually a rolling pin holder. Isn't that so stunning? I actually love this. I feel like this will be such a pretty addition to the kitchen. The question is, like, I don't have this many rolling pins. What else do you guys think I can add to this? It's only $7.99. I don't know if you guys have any other ideas on what I can display on here that will make sense for our kitchen. Let me know down below because the wooden tone of this will match my house perfectly. I need it. And this right over here, guys, is beautiful. This is actually a book stand. You guys know I'm doing a living room makeover soon, and I thought this would be so beautiful to display like a coffee book table on. one. The wood coverings on this are insane. And just $4.99 too, for sure. Moving on to another favorite section of mine, that is the frames and the artwork. And I have to say, I'm gonna focus a lot on this section because a lot of the rooms specifically need wall decor. Like I said, the office, you've got the beadboard on the bottom, nothing on top. And then for the nursery as well, I already have a few pieces that I love, but I for sure want to add more. So I'm gonna be keeping my eye out for pretty gold frames or wood tone frames, specifically in the darker woods. The darker woods for the nursery, the lighter woods for the office. And then if we find something for the living room, maybe like a larger scale piece, that would be incredible. And like I always say, when it comes to the artwork, you gotta look through every single one, you guys. Don't miss a single frame. If it means get low. And last time I got low like this, I had a huge belly in front of me and I still did it. So no excuses, guys. How stunning would this look above my little coffee nook or even like my breakfast corner? Look at this gorgeous vintage piece of artwork with all these little stunning mugs. This is gonna give my entire little coffee corner that perfect vintage cafe touch. I'm obsessed. One of my biggest goals for today is to get everything we need to create a gallery wall for the nursery, specifically above the crib. But there is a bunch of artwork and prints that I already have that don't have frames to go in them. So I'm gonna take a look over here, and the main thing I want you to keep in mind is that this is not supposed to look perfect and curated. I want all the frames to have a different feel, a different vibe, different texture, different shape, but without being too chaotic. So in order for this to look cohesive but not too matchy-matchy, I want all the characteristics of my frames to be the same. So I'm either gonna look for gold frames or wooden frames that are specifically a darker wood so that we don't mix and match too many styles. And then different shapes of frames is amazing as well. An oval frame, a rectangle frame, possibly a square one. A mix of it all is gonna help us create the perfect collection. For example, this frame right over here is brand new, which is amazing. I love the wooden color, and the fact that it has slightly rounded edges I think is a nice feel. And something else I want you to notice as well is not only the frame, but the frame interior. I actually really like to leave this paper backing a lot of the time, and because this one is in a nice beige color, that could be a perfect backdrop for a print in the middle. And even if you find a set of two, that's a really nice option because then you can kind of disperse one in one corner of the gallery wall, one in the other, to kind of create that balance. And again, notice the interior of this one. It has a fabric texture and a slight sage green outline, which is also super pretty. And I don't even mind the distressing on this. If anything, it adds more charm. Okay, we got our wooden frame options. Now I'm looking for the gold, and specifically something that has different shapes. Like this is so cute. I can add one of the prints to it and style it on a shelf. I love those little ball feet, and those tones just look so beautiful together. It's a really pretty frame, but I do feel like it's a little bit too yellow for me. But because the size is so perfect, I'm gonna grab it and then just add some rub and buff metallic paint to the exterior just to give it a more vintage look. So that's perfect. I don't love these frames so much, but I do love the prints inside. These are just pressed flowers on a pretty textured parchment. So I'm gonna pick these up for the interior this time. But adding like a gingham or striped fabric behind one of the prints in a frame like this could be so pretty. So that's a little DIY I want to do for sure. Ugh, and every time I do this, every time I pass by the ceramic dishware, I'm like, ugh, I wish I can thrift too. There's so many beautiful pieces here that I can't thrift because we can't put any like hot food on any item that is secondhand since it's not kosher. But something that I do actually think I can thrift is this little set right here. It is just a little dual set with tiny spoons in it. I have no idea what it was used for, but what I'm actually thinking is to put this right by my stove where my oils are, salt in here, pepper in here, so that while I'm cooking I can just go ahead and season my food. You're probably thinking, wait Haley, I thought you can't thrift ceramic items. There's a lot of rules around it, but if I'm putting something that is dry that doesn't need to be heated, like salt or pepper for example, then that's not considered to be an issue. So this is such a cute idea for that, right? This little oil and vinegar jar with the prettiest strawberry print, and I cannot believe it, these are actually new, but like, what a find. This is just gonna add so much character into my kitchen. I'm like looking for ways to add a subtle touch of color, and this, dare I say, is exactly what I needed. Moving right on to the glassware section, I can actually thrift glass, which is great because glass doesn't absorb, hence kosher laws don't apply for it, and you guys are gonna have a really good laugh at why I'm here. I actually had glasses just like this styled on my shelf. Here is a little reminder if you guys don't know. Well, this is what happened. Do you see those wood cutting boards right behind it? Well, one day as I was cleaning, one of the cutting boards decided to fall forward. All of those glasses fell and shattered, and I am so so sad now because they were so beautiful and such a nice addition to the shelf. And if this was to teach me anything, it's that if I am decorating anything with something leaning against the wall, I need to reinforce it with some like double-sided tape or something. So because of that little unfortunate incident, I am now looking for a new set of glassware to replace. And these honestly look just like the ones that I broke. A set of 6, that's perfect. And don't worry guys, I'm gonna make sure to take care of you. Okay, I decided to come out and check out the baskets. Even though I have a lot, this one right here looks super intriguing. Let me see. Oh my gosh, look at this. Leah and Naomi are going to love this as a place to store some of their dolls in the playroom. I've already mentioned to you how we're going with a coastal vibe in their playroom, and this is so amazing as a piece that can work as decor but also be practical for storage. The wicker color is exactly what I was looking for, and just take a look at this interior. It is so clean and has the prettiest little flowers. Okay, so let's change gears a little bit. We found a lot of actual like decorative items, and now I am in the textile section and I'm looking for fabrics. Like I said, I'm very open to like getting pillows, pillowcases, because those are things I can wash and I don't mind getting that secondhand. But I'm specifically looking for patterns that pull my eye that I can actually use as backings to a lot of these frames. Because just take a look at some of these Pinterest images. You can honestly customize the look of your artwork just by doing this. So I'm basically just browsing here for any kind of fabric that I can butcher or cut up, whether it's a table runner, a napkin, or even a pillowcase. Ooh, or you know what else could work? Curtains. Curtains could be perfect. Just like these. Look at how beautiful this little gingham fabric is. $4.99 for a huge piece. Even like to reupholster some furniture, a lace backing like this can look really pretty in artwork as well, just to add that texture. Okay, you guys are gonna think this is super random, but take a look at this bag of ribbons right here. Some of them do feel very Christmassy, but some of them, like that blue plaid or even that butter yellow one right there, I mean, this entire bag is just $3.99, and I actually love using ribbons like this as little accent details. You know, bows are really huge right now, so taking for example like candlesticks or even candles and putting a little bow on it in these specific colors can help make it really festive for the season. And you can also use it for gifts as well, so for sure taking that. We are now moving on to books, and last time I was in the book section, I was actually looking for books specifically to decorate my kitchen for like my shelves and stuff, looking for really pretty hardcover books. This time around, I actually want to find some really cute books to add to the nursery, because of course I want to have some bedtime books for display to read to baby girl. So let me try to find some cute short stories to add to that.
I can't let you go, baby. I just wanna tell you that. No. All of my friends say.
Well, I can definitely say, you guys, we definitely did good. I cannot wait to go ahead, thrift flip some of these pieces, DIY them, and find a perfect spot for them that will add so much more character and charm into this home. Slowly but surely, we're tackling all of these spaces and really making it feel so cozy and homey. And I just know that some of these decor items, some of these pieces are going to be such great additions to the space. Be sure to stay tuned, you guys, because in every single one of my future videos, we are always doing a little bit of thrifting, a little bit of decorating, and all that fun stuff too. So many of these pieces I cannot wait to find a place for and, you know, do my little thrifting DIY touch on it. But I need a really creative idea on what I can do with it. Should it be a bread box? Should it be like a tea, coffee drinking station? Maybe a place to display some mugs? Maybe jewelry? I don't know. Comment down below what ideas you guys have for me with this, because I for sure want to go ahead and restain it into a nice deeper color. So let me know down below, and then maybe your idea is going to be what sparks my inspiration for it. And I did have to mention, as much as we found all this beautiful decor, yes, I did get the chair. It is currently in my car. I'm gonna have to ask hubby to haul it out and give it like a nice deep clean. So stay tuned to see what that chair is gonna look like. Let me know if you have any ideas on where that chair should go in the house. With all that being said, if you guys are watching up to this point, you know that you're the real MVPs. I love the ones who stick around all the way till the end. And if you guys are watching up to this point, then comment down below charming treasures, because truly some of these pieces, they're just so precious. So comment it down below and let me know if you guys have any suggestions for me for these specific pieces of where I should go ahead and put them in the house. Like this thing, for example. As a little reminder, most of the things that we found today was decor, but if you are looking for some good staple pieces, whether it be furniture, textiles, or even rugs too, be sure to go ahead and check out Wayfair. Today is the start of their Black Friday sale. I'm gonna leave a link down below so you guys can check out all of their amazing deals of up to 80% off site-wide. For me, the best kind of home is one that is curated of a bunch of stuff that are a mix of old and new. So we got some of the old. Wayfair is the place to go if you want something new. And be sure to stay tuned to see how we just tie and pull it all together. I love you all so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I cannot wait to see you in my next one.